who you are. Every time you find a groove, you know you always set the bar. Let's go, you're a star.
Hi there, I'm Lucas Martell, founder and creative director at Mighty Coconut. I know a lot of you are eager to hear about Walkabout Mini Golf, which our amazing team is still hard at work on, but we've also been playing around with some new ideas, and today we want to give you a little peek at a few things that will be coming soon in addition to more Walkabout courses. First up is a brand new title. This started as a side project for a couple of our team members, but watching it evolve has been so much fun that Mighty Coconut is coming on board to help publish it and get it out into the world. So let me hand it over to Colby to introduce Grass.
Hi, I'm Colby Morgan, studio director of Cosmic Dog. If you're anything like me, you love games that are satisfying, relaxing, and just a lot more fun with friends. That's why I'm so excited to share with you Grass. Grass is a cozy co-op lawn care simulator where you team up with your friends to tackle messy yards and bring a little calm to the chaos. You control your very own remote-controlled mowing device. But your RCMD isn't just built to mow. It comes with a full set of tools, from edging sidewalks, trimming bushes, or even burning weeds. There's a lot to explore, unlock, and upgrade. The more you mow, the higher you'll rank, and higher ranks unlock new neighborhoods and biomes to take on. As you progress, you'll get to know your neighbors and the weird, quirky sci-fi world of Grass. Grass is coming to Steam, and we're so excited to announce today we're also coming to Xbox. So if you're ready to touch some grass, wishlist on Steam and join the Discord. Let's Grass.
Thanks, Colby. Our next announcement is something I know that a lot of you are already excited about. A brand new game in the Walkabout universe, Walkabout Dungeon Golfer. This is an idea that started as an April Fool's joke, but we fell in love with it, and a lot of players said the same thing when we showed the fake poster. So we did a few tests and are happy to announce that it is indeed a lot of fun, so much that it is now officially in production. It's still early on, so we don't have anything ready to show yet, but it uses the same physics engine as Walkabout Mini Golf, and you'll be using your putting skills to sneak through dungeons, fight monsters, and level up your abilities. It works great as a solo experience, but it really shines when you have a friend or two in there with you, strategizing together and combining your skills to conquer these levels side by side. We're also aiming to make this work both in VR and flat screen with crossplay between them. Now, this is a working title. We also don't have a release date, but we're hoping to have it ready for next summer. We'll have more as we get further along, but for the most up-to-date info, we often share some early access content through our email list, the Walkabout Connection, so be sure to subscribe to that. Now, for those of you eager to get your hands on something sooner, there's still plenty of regular Walkabout Mini Golf, so here's Jeremy to talk about that.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Wynn, Game Director for Walkabout Mini Golf. Even with all these new projects, most of the studio is focused on Walkabout. We recently launched course number 40, but we've already started work on course number 52. That should drop in May of 2028. So even with all these other games, we still expect to keep releasing Walkabout courses every 2 months or so. And there's one coming this Thursday. It's the latest installment in the Evil Layers series, and the team has had a blast tapping into their inner 90s child. So here's a first glimpse at our next course, Gloop Lair.
Gloop Lair is a lot of fun, and we can't wait for you to play it. That's it for now, but I just want to thank the entire team for the fantastic work everyone is doing, and to all of you for playing Walkabout and supporting us here at Mighty Coconut. Make sure to wishlist Grass on Steam, sign up for the Walkabout Connection for future news on everything we're doing, and pick up Gloop Lair when it is out this Thursday. Thank you, and have fun.
Let me find the groove. Step into a spot, always playing smooth. Gotta shine like I'm brand new. And I'm never standing still, always making moves. Yeah, cause when I'm moving like this, yeah, I get you moving like that. Yeah, I get the whole room lit, right? Yeah, and they always love that. Now I'm stepping with the rhythm that will knock you back. Everything line clean.
Okie dokie chat. Can I get confirmation you guys can hear us loud and clear? We've got Lucas Martel and Colby Morgan joining us today to chat through all the exciting stuff you guys just saw. Okay, sweet. You guys can hear us. Yep. All right. Okay. So yeah, we are a go. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching our Mighty Coconut Presents. Obviously, we had a few things in there. Adding questions, and Lucas, if you kind of want to intro yourself for anyone who has not had the pleasure of watching you on a stream or any of our content yet.
Oh, sure. I'm Lucas. You just saw me in the video. I'm the creator of Walkabout, and yeah, now hard at work on Dungeon Golfer. Go for it, Colby.
Yeah, I'm Colby Morgan. I'm the studio director over at Cosmic Dog, and also the technical director over at Mighty Coconut. So I get to work on a little bit of mini golf and a little bit of grass. But yeah, you just saw our announcement that we're teaming up with Mighty Coconut to push grass out. So yeah, really excited to show everyone grass. So
yeah.
Yes, and we're here in Gloop Lair.
No, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, just gonna say we're in Gloop Lair. You guys saw the teaser for that coming on Thursday, but we figured kind of hit some questions and discussion from here. But yeah, go ahead, Lucas.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that, yeah, I know that I think we're going to break off the stream in a little bit, and actually you're going to go chat grass even on some other stuff. So I think you've got another person or two who's been helping out with grass development that's also going to be there to answer questions. So yeah, just wanted to say it's been super cool to see kind of grass evolve. You were doing that as a side project, but several other coconuts were also helping out with that. And yeah, it's just been really cool to see something like that just kind of organically pop up. And I think the first time I saw it, it was, you basically had a vertical slice that was almost done for all intents and purposes. So it was super cool to see.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a weekend kind of nighttime project kind of fully evolved into something a little bit bigger. And yeah, so that's been super exciting. So
yeah.
And like you mentioned too, we'll be to mention, like you mentioned, we'll be after this, we'll be jumping over into grass, the game. So if you guys want to actually see some gameplay and see us mowing some lawns, and we'll be actually just right after this. So
awesome. That's cool. Right. So yeah, we'll try and hit a lot of the grass related questions in just a minute when we switch over. So let me see. We've got a lot of chat coming in, so we definitely appreciate everyone who's tuning in for this. I'll start pulling some questions. Will Dungeon Golf be targeting Quest, or will it be releasing on Quest 2? Like what VR platform supported? I guess
that is so we're aiming for all of the major VR platforms. I think that with Quest 2, it's more down to Meta and how long they continue to support it. Because what happened with Quest 1 is that Meta stopped giving it updates. And so then it basically became impossible for other devs to support it, especially if we're wanting to do multiplayer. So that's going to be it's really down more to Meta. I don't believe that they're planning. I don't know exactly what they're planning. I don't know if you've heard anything else, Colby.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I know there's a whole lot of Quest 2s still out there. So I would imagine they're going to keep support for that for at least the next little while. And I know, we definitely just when we know the amount of Quest 2s are out there, we'd love to keep supporting that as long as we can too. So
yeah. I've actually got my Quest 2 on today because I'm at the office, so I haven't used this for a little while.
Nice. Let's see. We've got more walkabout related. Have we ever considered adding unlockable cosmetics through the game? I think that's something we're definitely looking at doing, but can't say for sure when that would be.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff on the roadmap. I believe that we actually did unlockable cosmetics for the first time with the Homestar Runner activity pack. So that functionality is now baked in there. It's also just a matter of how we unlock them and ongoing stuff, and honestly probably how we message all that so people know how to get those certain things. Like I know a lot of people try to shoot under par on all the hard courses or different things like that. So it's definitely something that we're considering, and I think that we've got a lot of the mechanisms in place. We just have to actually build out those cosmetics. So no promises on exactly when something like that is coming, but it's definitely something that we would like to do.
Gotcha. Sweet. We've got, let's see, is there going to be cross content that I guess we would imagine at this point between Walkabout and Dungeon Golfers? We are going to be so closely connected.
So the plan for Dungeon Golfer is that it is actually a completely separate game. And the reason for that is largely technical because the code base for Walkabout Mini Golf has gotten, is large an accurate term, Colby, or would you give it?
Large is a good term for now. So
yeah. There is so much, and every different platform we support, every different feature that we add, it kind of compounds. And so when we're testing stuff or when we're adding new features, Homestar Runner was a really good example of one that we kind of had to re-engineer a lot of systems in order to support some of the things that we were doing with that Homestar Runner pack. So Dungeon Golfer, in order for us to get it done, it needs to be a completely separate project. There will be, like, we're using the same physics system. We'll likely adapt the avatar system. Maybe there will even be some shared avatars. To be honest, we haven't really even decided some of that stuff yet. All we have with Dungeon Golfer right now is a prototype. And as we're doing game design, what we typically do is try to get to something we can play very, very early on. And we've done a couple of internal tests. And mainly it's to sort of find the fun. It's to find the sort of like, what is the game supposed to be like? What's the game loop like? But so there will be a lot of stuff that crosses over. I don't know to what extent there will be handoffs between like Walkabout and Dungeon Golfer. We'll have to look at that as we get a little bit closer. But yeah, right now we're mainly focused on just getting the game up and on its feet. But yeah, we've done some full tests of one of the full levels.
Mm-hmm. We've got folks asking, since we did announce that we are going to be continuing to work on Walkabout Mini Golf for some time, asking about platform stuff. Do we have any plans bringing Walkabout to Vision Pro? Or I guess even if with Dungeon Golfer, we are supported. Any future projects.
Yeah. Again, I mean, platforms are always, we need to make sure, because we release we release new courses so often, and every time we do that, it's a new build. There's a whole lot of stuff. So the big thing with us is, are there enough headsets out there of that particular platform in order to support all of the QA and the release? And actually releasing something every about 2 months, the schedule that we're on right now, is a pretty significant amount of work. I know, Colby, your team has really been sort of like, that's been the focus of your team for quite a while, is just getting that ironed out so that we're able to release so many platforms simultaneously on such a regular cadence. So yeah, we always like to support as many platforms as we can. It's just a question of how many we can do. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Colby, whether from the technical or publishing side.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's one thing I think folks are always surprised the amount of work involved just doing a new build for a new platform. Just like you said, the QA, just testing, there can be differences with qualities, performance that need to be ironed out. So that's kind of, just a big technical decision of like how much testing, how much performance work can we get in specific for each platform. Some platforms are easier than others. I'd say, unfortunately, Vision Vision Pro is probably one of the more difficult platforms. And so that's kind of why it's been one of the harder ones for us to kind of figure out if we're going to release on that. But yeah, like Lucas said, I mean, we all love all these new headsets too. And so we want to be as, on as many of we can, but like I said, it's kind of just a balance of what we can technically do. Or I guess more just a time consideration of how much time do we have. So
yeah.
Sweet. Let's see. I'll kind of elaborate on a question asking about early access with Dungeon Golfer, but I guess for people who do want to follow, and if there is any opportunities for stuff like early playtesting and things like that, where's the best place for to kind of stay up to date on opportunities like that?
Yeah, right now I would definitely say the best place, we'll be posting the most stuff through that the mailing list, the Walkabout Connection. I think it's mightycoconut.com/connection. Feel free to correct me if I forget what URL we had in the video, but signing up for that's the best way to get info. We likely will do a couple of call outs for testing at some point. I would expect that that's not going to be until probably the new year. But yeah, we absolutely want to get a decent number of people play testing that one, both current Walkabout players and also hopefully some folks that haven't played, classic Walkabout before.
Sweet. Yeah, Coconut Nate, if you can drop the link for that in chat, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Thanks,
Let's
Nate.
see. Getting a few questions related to with extended Walkabout support and beyond. Is there going to be any more mobile updates, or what's the status of that right now?
So unfortunately, mobile was one of those that we had to let that one go. It was costing us quite a bit more to maintain that one than we were making off of it, and it was starting to become a drag where so many resources that should be going to new courses and new content were getting redirected to just keeping the flat version in lockstep. A big part of that was because of new features, new dynamic, or just, all of everything that needs to be done for flat screen wasn't necessarily designed in from the beginning. There were some elements, but so much has been added over the years. So we're currently not planning to update Walkabout Mini Golf for mobile. The plan with Dungeon Golfer, because I know we mentioned that one is coming to flat. That one is likely, and I can't promise this, it's probably going to be more of a PC and console focus. We just have more input options with that one, and it caters more to that audience. But that's one that we're kind of designing from the ground up to work for both, as opposed to Walkabout Mini Golf, where there's so many things that were so specifically VR focused that we kept having to come up with workaround after workaround. I don't know if you want to add anything to that one, Cole, because it was your team that was kind of constantly running into that and hitting how much that the mobile version was sort of slowing down our production.
Yeah, that was another good example of like just one of those platforms that, like you said, it just took a lot of time, and it would slow us down with some of our bug fixing, some of our feature development, when you have to kind of consider how it's going to work on the mobile, how it's going to work with multiplayer. And so I knew it was, definitely a bummer for us, because I know, a lot of us really enjoy that, enjoy the Pocket, the Pocket Edition. And so I think, like Lucas mentioned, we are excited to take a lot of the lessons we've learned from that process for Dungeon Golfer, just for that, what is a more flat screen type mini golf. So we are excited to, like I said, kind of take a lot of those lessons, take a lot of that inspiration, and kind of help build Dungeon Golfer from the ground up to really support that from the get-go. So
yeah. I also just want to add, this is maybe a little in the weeds on the technical side of things, but we're really excited as a team to kind of work on a new project, because a big part of Walkabout, I did that as a solo project. And I'm just going to say, I'm not a great coder. It worked, but the code under the hood was kind of a mess. And so much of what the team has been doing has been adapting that. We kind of use the analogy of, it's like a plane that we have completely rebuilt while it's still in the air. All of the wings, all the engines have been rebuilt, but every kind of release is a new moment where you take off the landing gear and attach new stuff. But with a new project that's hopefully going to be a lot cleaner and a lot more easy to be building new stuff for, and kind of build out some of the things that we've gotten to a really, really good place, I feel like, with Walkabout, but it has still been, it's a monster of a project just because of how much has gone into it over the last 6 years of development.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sweet. We've got folks wondering if we have a general idea of when the release time is going to be for Dungeon Golfer, like year, quarter, or whatever you're comfortable disclosing.
I will say that we are shooting for next summer. No promises on that, but that is kind of what our schedule is aiming for. So fingers crossed that we're able to hit that. That's one of the nice things about being independent and not, just player funded, is that we can say things like that, whereas a lot of other video game companies can't say anything like that because of stock reasons. But we're aiming for the summer, but just keep following and we'll keep you posted, because that could slip a little bit depending on this resources and how long it actually takes to get everything made. But that's what we're shooting for.
Sweet. Let's see. Nope, I saw it. I had a question and I was so ready to read it. There's loving all the engagement from you guys. Oh, yes. Okay, so obviously you're working on Walkabout a little bit longer. Any, I guess, hopes for more collaborations in the time that we're continuing to work on it? Or open to other collabs?
Yeah, I mean, we're always open to those. I will say that we have, I believe, one more collab cosmetic pack that's on the radar, or that we'll be releasing before the end of the year. It should be. I don't know if we have any beyond that. But yeah, at the moment, we just wrapped up the Homestar Runner distraction pack. So typically we find that we can only work on about one of those with an outside an outside partnership sort of at a time. So we're looking and talking about some potential things. We don't have anything on the roadmap yet for more collaborations, but again, there's still a lot more courses and content that's just all original.
Sweet. And also on Walkabout, if there's any plans of any more original course remasters, or
that is also something,
the new stuff.
Yeah, that is also something that is on my list of things that I would really like us to do. It's just a question of, when exactly we're able to do those. We do have a slightly smaller team that is working on Walkabout, but it's actually the same team that you've been seeing for the last 6 to 9 months or so. So that is the remasters. We kind of slot those in whenever we have a little gap in the schedule. I think especially Original Gothic is probably the highest on my list. I know a couple of people have mentioned, especially those first 5 or 6 courses are probably the ones that could most benefit from it, because those are largely the ones that I had done mostly by myself, I think, that first 5 courses. So yeah, all of those that you see on that second page of the menu, I think, what do they call, classics? We've got that on the list. So hopefully, but no promises of, when that might come.
Sweet. Let's see. Well, I don't know how much time you've got, Lucas. I know we're gonna probably continue to have Walkabout related questions. Maybe we'll answer a few more. Some that I'm seeing is regarding any physical merch like models at the clubs. That's something that we would have to collaborate with an external company on. So we don't currently have any plans for that, but that certainly would be fun to have a bunch of tiny little putters. Let's see. I guess we've got questions like Quest Pro has eye tracking. There's a bunch of, as we, our Dungeon Golfers VR, so plans for like adapting other VR features rather than, as we've done just the single putter and Walkabout. I guess, can you speak on any openness to that?
Yeah, I was gonna mention, I think we're always really excited, like seeing some of these new features with like the headsets. Like obviously eye tracking's a big one, and we we are definitely looking at some of those. I think one of our biggest challenges is just us being cross-platform across, quite a few platforms, hardware, and headsets. Every feature we do that's just for a specific hardware or a specific platform just creates a lot of extra work for us with testing and QA, and when we come out with other updates, just making sure it's staying, functioning. And so we're a little cautious about when we do hardware specific features that don't necessarily, aren't universal across most of our VR platforms. So that's usually like the big limiter for us, or at least kind of like the big thing that kind of stops us from jumping into too many of those hardware specific features. So
yeah. And I just wanted to add to that too, because I want to push back against a little bit of the common joke of sort of like lazy devs. The reality is that we have a small team, we're independent, and so we have to balance between doing new courses, which is absolutely the most desired thing. There's certain features that are really, really high on the list, but there's always that, there's a million things that we would love to do. It's just that we are at a point where we have to kind of pick and choose, because the time that we put towards extra features or towards extra things means that that's less time that's going into some other part of the process. So we want to hit as many as we possibly can, but we also, especially 6 years in, we also can't be getting into crunch or, making the team work overtime for something like that. So we have to be a little cautious about how much we bite off. But yeah, and so much of it though comes down to, we want to keep doing more courses are the things that everyone seems to be asking for the most. So that's where we focus the most of our energy.
Sweet. We had a few folks kind of voicing appreciation for all the employee mode additions and wondering if we get to see any stuff like that in Walkabout's future.
So employee mode was something that I'm really glad that we got it to where it was. That was actually kind of where the Homestar Runner Distraction Pack came from, because it was loosely built on a lot of those same systems. So part of employee mode was almost sort of a prep for Homestar Runner. I still would love to do more employee mode. Again, though, that's also one of those things that it means going back into old courses, kind of ripping them apart, adding new stuff, putting them back together. So we're not planning to go in right now. It's still on again, a lot of that probably is on the backlog of things that we want to do when we've got time. So, yeah. So no promises, but I still have some things that I know I personally would love to do, especially just adding those doors, just being able to find all those back rooms into the different courses is just such a fun thing to do. So hopefully, but no promises on that one.
Sweet. All right. Okay. I guess, well, I'll just see. I'm assuming the answer is no, but maybe a possible ending on our little sneak peek of Glue Flare here before we transition over to Grass. Folks are wondering if you guys would show off hole 1 of Glue Flare, but I don't know if that's too crazy of a ask. Put a stop to it if you must.
We can do hole 1 because you're already we're standing here on hole 1. You're already pretty much seeing it.
Sweet. Okay, you guys want to show us how it's done?
I want to see if I can hit the hole in one shot though.
Oh,
maybe. Might close. A little too hot.
I'm impressed.
All right, the pressure's on now.
Show us how it's done, Colby. You got glutes.
I just wanted to show you.
Show us a way.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yeah, you want to show the other thing.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
But yeah, this Glue Flare is a super fun course. The team had a blast really digging into this. I also love all the tech that you already saw in the trailer, but yeah, that ability to sort of like have the glue paint in different colors on all the greens as you're rolling around. It's super cool, and it's a very fun, very messy course.
Yeah, so I definitely think it's a course that a lot of the younger coconuts have been enjoying, because a lot of the stuff we've done has touched on nostalgia for
all the children of the 90s.
Generation. So I was excited
found ways
for
of getting
one.
their Easter eggs in there.
All right, I guess I could give it a whirl too. Let's do the backhanded.
Let's see it.
Nope. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Yeah. Sweet. Okay. Well, I think that'll wrap on the little chat here. We're gonna mosey on over to. Oh, I should like mosey on over. Get it,
Oh,
Moe?
I see what you did there.
Hey, Lucas, big fan of puns. That guy.
I'm calling HR. This is abuse.
So we're gonna switch over to grass. So we will be right back. But thank you, Lucas, for joining us and kind of going over a lot of those questions. So, yep, everyone else, hang tight. We will be right back.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Alrighty, folks. You should be able to hear us and the game ideally. Let me know if that is not the case. We are now playing grass.
Good old grass.
That's right.
Very fun announcement, everybody.
Yeah, I know that went so well. I
Yeah.
was a little nervous about it, but I'm glad it went well.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, well, I know, I guess we just had the trailer and then announcement and all that, so hopefully all of you got to see some of that, but I wanted to introduce, Grass, or yeah, I wanted to introduce Darby. I guess, yeah, Darby, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi there. My name is Darby. I'm Colby's wife, and we've been working on Grass for almost a year now. And yeah, so excited for you all to see it in action.
Yeah. And we are currently on one of my favorite maps. It's just called the Big Park, because there's a small park. This is the big one. So.
this can easily turn into bumper cars here.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Let's see. Now,
It's-
I've played a time or two, but I do have a flamethrower now, and that doesn't mean I can just like.
Oh yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, you.
You can start everything on fire.
I'm on fire. So,
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. So for anyone who is just tuning in now or missed the beginning of our stream, Mighty Coconut announced that we are going to be publishing Grass, which is what you're seeing on screen right now, and Colby, our tech director, and his lovely wife Darby are a part of Cosmic Dog, who are the developers. And yeah, I think it was just kind of like this game seems very similar to like a lot of the things that people like about Walkabout, which is social and kind of so obviously not everyone mows lawn, but it is like a thing that a lot of people are familiar with. Oh, I'm like, sorry, look, you guys are gonna have really nice grass over there, and then I am just butchering over here. Oh, here we go. See, I'm so good at playing Walkabout, but this is like, I feel like a lot of times playing games. It's a difficult task, but yeah, I guess, do you guys want to go into a little bit about how the idea came about and when you got started and all that?
yeah. So Grass kind of started out as, I guess, yeah. Darby and I love playing video games together, and that's we play a lot of games together. And some of our favorite games are like Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon Zero Dawn, but a lot of these games that have like these huge, expansive grass vegetation systems. And we've always just loved kind of just walking around those, of just kind of seeing how they sway and move, and just kind of just relaxing, vibing out in these atmospheres. And I've always had the thought of like, I just wish in these fields and these prairies and these yards, I wish I could just mow it. So that's kind of where the original idea started, is like, how can we make some of these environments and make them a little bit more interactive, so we could still have like, the same level of like huge, expansive, millions of dynamic blades of grass, but you could actually, take care of it. You could regrow it. You could cut it. You could burn it. You could do everything in between. So, and then, Darby and I love co-op games too. And so that was the other big part of it, is like, we knew we really wanted to make a game that we could essentially do that together. And so that was the first big hurdle of like, how can we make a huge vegetation system that works over the network? And that was, the first big technical hurdle we worked really hard on. But Darby, what would you should add on that? Because I know you've got some.
Yeah, I mean, like Colby was saying, we love to play video games together, and I did notice in the chat, I've played a lot of Walkabout myself, married to the guy who helps make it happen. So, and it's such a fun game to play together, and I just noticed, comments in the chat talking about just examples of playing games together with family members, or staying connected, and I think that's what Grass is about.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Oh no, you're stuck.
Okay. Nobody panic. Can you bump me? Yeah.
I can, yeah. We can come rescue you.
See, this is a team game here.
So, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
there we go.
Oh, see, and I've got the little scat. I got the cat.
Oh, too much.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
There we go. Whoa.
Oh. There we go.
That'll do it. Yeah. See, like I'm rocking I got the cat tail and the little cat skin. Yeah. So I love the customization in here. And I've got the little polar bear antenna.
Oh yeah, lots of customization. We got our cat meower skins. We actually just launched another one because our first cat meower skin just did so well. So it's available to people in our playtests and our beta. So if you're interested in checking out Grass, you can sign up for the playtest on our Steam page. But if you want to get access even sooner, you can come over to our Discord and sign up for our beta team.
Sweet. Yes. We've got a few questions coming in. How many people can play together in Grass?
I currently have it capped at 8, but I think we've gone up to rooms of 32 people. So I'll probably
They get a
have
little chaotic.
Yeah, it gets a little chaotic, especially for a smaller yard. So we'll probably have it around 8, but we might have it even bigger because I think we have some really big contracts you can do, like golf courses and stuff like that. That so we might make like big party rooms where you're mowing a golf course with you and 64 of your other friends. So
Wait, let's see. What platforms would this be available on? I guess at full release.
So currently we're planning for Steam and Xbox, and so that'll also be Steam Deck. We'll probably have some more announcements soon about some other platforms we're looking at, but at least Steam and Xbox are the current ones we have planned for.
I'm really hoping we can get onto Switch because I feel like this game would be really fun.
Totally. Let's see. So yeah, that's right. Even if you don't have a yard, you too can enjoy the joys of mowing. I know there's a fun dog. I'm mostly excited that there's a dog in the game.
There is a dog in the game. There's also a malevolent goose who will throw you around the yard. We do plan to have some more animals that you can unlock as you get farther into the game.
Nice. And I guess where does the name Cosmic Dog come from as the studio name?
Our dog Sagan, her name's Sagan, like after Carl Sagan, who is a very famous astronomer, if you don't know, and we're big science nerds, so we named our dog Sagan, and Cosmic Dog is kind of from that.
Nice. Let's see. Oh yeah. So I guess yes. Off the top of the mind, I guess things like, it just has similar vibes to Walkabout, but also I think Power Wash Simulator. I guess what are some other kind of, if people like this kind of game, they like Grass, that you are familiar with?
I'd say Walkabout, Power Wash Simulator, House Flipper. Is another one that I think if you're a big fan of House Flipper, you'd really like this as well. Untitled Goose Game, I feel like we've gotten some inspiration of kind of some of the storytelling and chaotic surprises that you'll get in Untitled Goose Game. So
Yeah. Also, a game called My Time at Sandrock.
Heck yeah, I freaking love that game.
Really? Oh my gosh, I love that game so much. I feel like we're getting a lot of story inspo from that, and just character inspiration, because they have some really memorable characters in that game. So.
Yeah, and that's exciting. That's a big thing for me in my games that I like to play is story and characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, someone's kid's middle name is Sagan, so that's fun.
Really? That's so cool. That's awesome.
I guess, Colby, obviously you've been at My Coconut, I guess just about as long as I have been. If we've worked on a bunch of collabs in the time that you've been here, is something like that an option that you guys would be open to? Like if people are like, I want you to mow the grass of this universe or something like that. Oh
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we have a bunch of ideas as far as like, all the places you wish you could just mow the lawn, and so yeah, I think definitely as we get closer to launching and stuff like that, we'd definitely be open to working with people. So definitely let us know. I know our Discord is great at folks coming up with some of those ideas as far as like, it's like, oh, how cool would it be to, mow the lawn at this place, or.
Let's see. Totally sent through Sarah. I might have to relook at that. Eugematics. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it'd be fun if it was Kyoto Valley or something like that.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm always in awe at how ambitious everyone at Mighty Coconut is with their free time. I'm just kind of like, okay, done working now. That's the end of achieving anything for the day. So I can't believe so many, and you're making a whole game in your free time. It's very ambitious.
Oh man, yeah. There's a ton of creative people over at Mighty Coconut. So yeah, I think that's what was the super exciting part about, working with a team at like Mighty Coconut. Everyone's got so many cool things they're working on and on the side, and everyone's so open to about like just sharing what they're passionate about or sharing their projects, and so.
For sure. So Darby, are you, I guess, also like a working game dev, or?
I do like more contract work, like project management stuff for my day job.
Well, that seems very handy to have on the side, making a game.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I went to school for creative writing though. So I'm having a lot of fun writing. So
Nice. Okay, this can is messing me up. Oh man. Okay, we gotta.
Did you get
shame back to the van?
All right. I will clean up the can.
There is like collision with each other, so.
Yeah, you
see,
can
look at that,
bump
right
your
there.
friends around. So.
Yes. Spandex pudding. I don't know if you caught the full announcement, of which anyone who didn't catch our My Coconut Presents at the top, we are going to be posting a video with all those announcements. So if you missed it, I think those will be up on socials if they aren't already. So you can rewatch and be filled with delight and excitement.
yes, very, very exciting announcements today.
Yes. Yes, because I know everyone was excited with the Dungeon Golfer. Oh, thank you, Coconut Nate, for posting that. Yep, so if anyone didn't catch it, definitely check that out. But yeah, this definitely, I know, Spandex, you play a lot of Minecraft, and I feel like this is a similar satisfaction of getting stuff done and task-based things. So I bet you'd be super into it.
Yeah. I think was a big thing when we were kind of trying to iron out the gameplay loop of but I think that whole satisfaction, that's a big thing for me. I just love games where you have a project you're working on, and then when you're done, you have just like a really clear view of like what you did, and you can either see how well you did or maybe how well you didn't do, but it's kind of just a really satisfying sense of completion, and especially as we've kind of designed these, you unlock new neighborhoods. So every new neighborhoods has like new neighbors that you get to know, and so as you mow through these yards, you slowly get to know folks more and kind of build up your own reputation. And
is there any like neighbor drama?
Oh, there's a ton
I wish
of
I
neighbor
had
drama.
fancy robots.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some, HOA drama, and so.
Oh man. Like you don't even need the next door app. You'll just get all the tea
Exactly.
here. I guess how many? You have different maps. Is there? Right. I'm like trying to gather what region this one may be in, but how many maps do you guys currently have, and what are like some crazy ambition you guys have for where people could be mowing in the future?
So we currently have over 3,000 maps. I'm just joking. We don't. I wish we had over 3,000 maps, but no. So the current playtest just has one neighborhood in it. Our beta channel has I think three neighborhoods currently. I think we have about six. I think about 6 or 7 what we call neighborhoods, and each neighborhood has anywhere from 4 to 10 different yards in it, and some of them are really big, and some of them are a little bit smaller. I'm not sure how much we'll have for launch, but yeah, it'll maybe around 15. 20-ish is probably where we're gonna try to aim for. So, wait, I'm on fire. I gotta dance it out.
Yeah, how you do? How do I get into the dance?
Oh yeah, this is the rare dancing mechanic. All right, so if you hold down both triggers and then move your right joystick.
Oh, look at me go!
You shaking it. There we go. This was one of my favorite things to add.
Is it like the Brave Little... No, it's like something from Brave Little Toaster where the little legs stick around like that, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, I could totally see that.
Where they're all clomping around with their little metal legs.
Oh, man.
Sweet. Let's see. I guess, can we get... I'd like to drop the Discord link for the Grass server in chat. Let me...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Anyone that's interested following along, or just giving feedback or ideas. I know we're constantly in there trying to get, talk with folks about getting their ideas and getting feedback and all that good stuff. And I'll also pitch again. If you haven't and you're interested, wishlist on Steam. That for any indie developer, wishlisting is super useful and super helpful. So if Grass seems like something you're interested, a wish list would be very appreciated. So
sweet. That's so good. Okay. Now there's a bunch of there's tools you can unlock. So there's like a whole kind of in-game, there's each yard you do, you get compensated for, and then there's like cosmetics and tools and stuff. Are the tools just for like enhanced mowing, or is it like only certain yards can be finished if you have this tool? Kind of what is progress and difficulty look like? Yeah.
So as you progress, you unlock you obviously get paid for your jobs, and then you get stars. So it's kind of like your rating. So your app that you're working with is kind of like a TaskRabbit type of gig economy app. So you're taking jobs and you're getting ratings based off how you do, and you get more stars that will unlock new areas, and then you can use your cash to buy new upgrades. Some contracts and areas you have to have a specific upgrade to get to. So we've got one of my favorite areas, Marin Bay. It's kind of an island resort. So you actually have to have we call your amphi mower, but you're able to drive around in the water with that. So as you unlock, as you progress, you'll have to buy new tools and upgrade new tools to get access to new contracts, or just be able to do them a little bit quicker. So.
We've got someone asking how the wish listing on Steam helps, if you're able to elaborate on how that process works.
Oh yeah, totally. So, wish listing, specifically on Steam, is one of like it's one of the big things that Steam looks at. So as we're getting close to release, Steam kind of in their algorithm kind of decides like how much they'll surface the game in like different areas or different upcoming lists. Maybe how where it's at in that list. So having more wish lists just helps you get more recognition and visibility from the Steam algorithm. It also just helps too for if you have that wish, or for everyone that has a wish list gets a little notification when we finally launch. So just helpful for reminding folks too, if you're like me and you look through a whole bunch of games, but then you never actually remember when they come out. Wish listing is a nice way just to get a little notification, so you remember like, oh yeah, I was looking at that game 6 months ago, and it's now out on sale. You can also do it for games that are released. So if you wanted a notification for when they're on sale, so if there's like a game you want to buy, but maybe you don't want to pay full price, you can wish list it, and then you'll get a little notification when it goes on sale.
So in Discord, do you have like people can submit art of their stuff? Like, this is like anytime you add the option to freely create things in game, it's like, oh, we're opening a can of worms here, possibly. But like, people have been making crazy art with their mowing. Let's see, I'm like, I don't know how this turned out. Like, I don't think this is. I was like trying to be like help, and then it's like, oh my gosh, someone flew overhead in my yard. So,
oh man, yeah, we definitely have people posting fan or grass art. So yeah, definitely if anyone gets access to the playtest build and wants to post some of their grass art, I've definitely been very impressed by.
I have too.
Some of the art people are coming out with. We ended up actually, it became such a popular request. We made a specific level that we just call the hill. And it's just a giant big patch of grass that you can use as kind of like a blank canvas to mow art in.
Although there's plenty of people who just try and complete it as fast as they can, which is crazy to me.
The speed runs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it on? I know there's Coconut Nate. You'll definitely be able to elaborate more, right? There's like a speedrun.com or something where people like submit their scores for games. I wonder if there's one already for
or grass
fully released. But you do have leaderboards in this, right? How do those work?
Yeah, so we have just currently one leaderboard for the amount of grass you've cut. So just like the total blades of grass you've cut. We'll probably add a few more, specifically time trial ones, as you just how fast you can do some of these contracts, and probably have them based off of that. Like Darby mentioned, the hill's been a really popular one just because it's a big one to do solo, that people take on the challenge to see, by themselves how quickly they can do it. So
nice. I like that my polar bear attachment guy like actually moves and stuff. It's not just like the antenna decor.
Yeah.
He like moves around. It's cool. Look at him. He's sniffing
Oh
around.
man.
Right? Look at him go.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Just have a tiny bear.
Little tiny bear.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the dancing mechanic too. I made sure on purpose the antenna swings around when you do the dance, so you can like really kind of get that antenna swinging around.
Oh yeah, look at him go. Yeah, so good. I guess, do you have any like top requested things so far that people are like, you just gotta add this? Anything?
I think
That's a good question.
I think probably one of the top requests is like everyone wants a winter snow level, so we could have like a snow blowing / scrape up the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so that's
And live out my dreams of living in a winter wonderland.
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, we've got Monsoon Mike saying you can mow grass without going out in 100-degree heat. And that's that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. And for us too, like we technically have a yard. We have a very tiny patch of grass. But I don't like doing yard work in real life. I'd like doing virtual yard work. So I feel like this has been great too. And so like,
Yeah.
especially if you're, concerned about water usage where you're at, but you still want to satisfy that itch of doing yard work, you can have your digital lawn. So
Totally. Have you done like a lot? Have you like learned a lot about grass? Like, is there any different
Yes.
grass between maps, or what if you get like where it's like, okay, we gotta do, though a plague of locusts came and we have to save the grass or something. I don't know, like learn all about.
Yeah. I feel like I have. Yeah, I feel like I've been learning a lot about grass. We live in a desert area, but we have these beautiful foothills, and which I love to hike on, and it's just crazy to like learn about like invasive grass species. So I think that's kind of something that I've learned a lot about just researching for the game.
Yeah. That would be cool to have like a codex on different grass, or if you had to like get rid of invasive but keep native.
Yeah, that's been a big thing. Yeah, I think for us of like as we've been making this and just doing a bunch of research about kind of like what is like responsible, like just what does responsible grassing look like
Management.
from like a grass management from like like a prairie perspective to like a your own yard, personal yard perspective. And so we have some other mechanics that will be showing soon in the future that kind of lean a little bit more into like kind of prairie management and like because there are mowing, actually prairies can be a part of like a safe management perspective of kind of like mowing a prairie down to try to help give some native species a chance to beat out some of the more invasive species and stuff like that. But
Well, there's even like right, like in forests and stuff, sometimes there's like burning to reduce buildup, so that if there isn't like a bunch of fuel for a wildfire.
Yeah, which we are dealing a lot with right now where we're at. We have a lot of smoke, and interesting enough, prairies are actually, I think they might be one of the #1 carbon sequesters in the world, which means they take carbon out of the atmosphere and give us oxygen.
That's pretty rad. I know I definitely use
know.
that.
Yeah. Could always use more oxygen.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Sweet. Did you guys say if you have like a idea of when the release window will be for this, the full release?
We'll be making an announcement about that probably in the next couple of months. Like Lucas says, not making any promises right now, but I think functionally a lot of the game is there, multiplayer is working, a lot of the core mechanics are already there. I think we're really just now in kind of like the level design phase of just making a bunch of these levels, making a bunch of these stories for these characters. And so I think we just want to make sure we have enough varied contracts and areas and stuff like that feels like it's a good, we're gamers too, so we know how the disappointment you can feel like if you get a game that releases but it feels like there's only like 3 things to do in the game, so we just want to make sure that there's
or it's like it feels unfinished.
For sure. Let's see. Edible human in chat. Yep. The VOD will be up for you if you want to watch the entirety of the stream, and then also pinned to chat is the announcement video if you just gotta get your eyes on that right away. Sweet. Well, I guess before we wrap, is there anything else you guys want to chat about grass and its development or all that good stuff?
Yeah, I'll just say that yeah, I'm so excited to get to introduce the walkabout community to grass. Like I said, it's been a kind of a weekend nighttime project for Darby and I, so we're really excited that it's yeah, we get to team up with Mighty Coconut to push it out the door. So yeah, like I said earlier, wish list on Steam if this looks fun or interesting to you, and follow us or join our Discord so you can stay up to date and get a chance to sign up for the playtest or the beta team. So
Yeah,
but yeah,
we'd love feedback. So we'd love for everyone to try it.
Yes, and what's great, it's playing on Steam. You can play with mouse and keyboard or controller, which is nice. And yeah, they've got a lot more planned. Let's do a little dance party before we go.
yeah, dance parties. You know, we need a little like disco ball. Like if you have everyone in the room dancing, a little disco ball she comes out. So.
That would be cute.
For sure. Yes. Or it's like at least if you have an antenna with the disco ball, it does it when you dance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. Well, okay, we're gonna call it a wrap on that. Anyone on Twitch, stick around. We'll definitely raid someone. And yeah. Yes. Is there, I guess for anyone, there is controls, because I know there's settings and it shows you controls. So I guess some of the things that aren't as crucial to the grass stuff might not be listed in the control layout, but good stuff to join that Discord and ask about is how to do fun stuff like that. Sweet. Okay, cool. Well, yep. Thanks for everyone who tuned in, watched. Be sure to share the announcement link with any friends that you know are interested in what we've got going on here at Mighty Coconut but didn't have a chance to tune in. Or just share the full video of the stream so that they can hear all the questions and answers that we gave out today. Yeah, sweet. Okay. That's a wrap, folks. Thank you, Colby and Darby, for guiding us through grass and for making it. And yeah, excited to show off more in the future. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.